In this video, we're going to talk about how we as physical anthropologists organize taxa or organisms. We're going to need to know this so that we can start to talk about how different primate characteristics are related or not. The two main terms we're going to cover are clades and grades.
Let's start with the term clade. A clade is a group of organisms that includes an ancestor and all of its descendants. You can kind of think of a clade as a branch on the tree of life, where every organism on that branch shares a common ancestor. This concept is central to how we classify life because it reflects actual evolutionary relationships. Primatology is interested in two main clades, the African clade and the Asian clade. The African clade includes humans, chimpanzees, bonobos, gorillas, and their extinct relatives. All of these species share a more recent common ancestor with each other than they do with other species, meaning they're all on the same evolutionary branch. The African clade shows how closely related we are to those other primates, both in terms of physical traits and genetic makeup. In contrast, the Asian clade includes orangutans and their extinct relatives. Orangutans share a more recent common ancestor with each other than they do with the species in the African clade, placing them on a different branch of the evolutionary tree. This classification highlights the distinct evolutionary paths that primates have taken. While clades are based on evolutionary relationships, grades group organisms by overall similarity in lifestyle, appearance, or behavior without considering their evolutionary history. For example, grouping orangutans, gorillas, bonobos, and chimpanzees together based on their large bodies, body hair, and tree-dwelling habits, while excluding humans from that group, is a grade. However, this type of grouping doesn't accurately reflect our true evolutionary relationships, so for physical anthropology, we prefer to stick to clades. To sum up, while grades focus on superficial similarities, clades give us a more accurate picture of how species are related through evolution.